and then we can get going. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the Cardio Talk, where we dial in and we talk about Pokemon at the same time. We always got to make personal goals daily. And let's see. There we go. Now we're cooking with oil. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about what's going on with the overpriced or overvalued Scarlet and Violet, or the undervalued Sword and Shield. Now, again, granted, most people can't really just drop $500, $600 for a booster box right now. It's not feasible. It's not feasible in the average, let's say, it's not feasible in the average median home. Just like the average, like middle level home. I can't just drop, $500, $600. It's just not possible with how the climate of, inflation of pricing, food, gas, utilities, all that good stuff, especially being a homeowner, for sure. Excuse me. But there's chances with what we're seeing with Scarlet and Violet, or not even say chances, but like Scarlet and Violet right now, the pricing is, I feel like people have hit the fast forward button on how the value should be for Scarlet and Violet. But I feel like on top of all this, on top of everything, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Sorry, I'm like trying to get my thoughts together as I'm on the bike. It's like early morning. Help my wife and help my daughter get things going. And honestly, I'm just like hanging out with myself, all of you guys. So, how you doing? Welcome in, Trooper. That was a little lackluster way to start the stream of me being all over the place. But now I'm getting my thoughts together. I'm doing good, Trooper. I'm getting things prepared for baby number 2. Wife is like, we are literally expecting baby number 2 like today or this week, right? She is ready to come out. So, and right now I'm just trying to prepare my new house for our little girl and all the good stuff. But that's kind of like personal side, but Pokemon side, man, there's so much I want to do with Pokemon, but I just can't I can't dial in. I can't do it. Trooper, that's good to hear. Congratulations, you'll be fine. It's just like the first one, right? People say that, I'm trying to, having a little girl, and I want to take away from her attention. So it should be a change, right? But we're gonna get through it. I can't wait to meet our next little girl. She's gonna be awesome. Okay, how you guys feeling with Ascended Heroes, huh? Ascended freaking Heroes. What a time to be alive when people are fighting over regular ETBs. I know when Crown Zenith first came out, it was a little crazy. People did scalp it to high heaven. So I don't see this market cooling down anytime soon, right? I just don't. There's too much heat on the pan. And until Pokemon puts more, so it's like a great analogy, right? Is that we got a hot pan, right? And the supply or the food goes on the pan and immediately gets cooked up, right? It gets burnt. Until we get a massive amount of supply of food, right? Then the food doesn't just quickly burn up and leave smoke in there, right? That's what we're dealing with right now. And I'm telling you folks, I'm telling you right now, there's this light at the end of this tunnel that I'm seeing with Scarlet and Violet and Mega Evolutions. In my personal opinion, I'm gonna be more focusing on Mega Evolutions. I see this era doing so much better than Scarlet and Violet. Talk to me, folks. Like, what does Scarlet and Violet have that is so iconic? Besides the Bubble Mew, right? We got the Bubble Mew. I know people are gonna say the Umbreon, but like that set prismatic is a horrible ripping experience. I've had a better time. Let's see. Hello, welcome in. I've had a better time ripping Evolving Skies than Prismatic, right? At least you actually hit more. The hit rates in Evolving Skies are way better than Prismatic. Isn't that crazy to think about? So, kind of bringing us back on topic with, is Scarlet and Violet overvalued, or not Sun Moon, Sword and Shield under? I would honestly be on the side of Sword and Shield being under. There's still so many ways to play with Sword and Shield because we have what you're doing when you buy, a Silver Tempest at 400, a Brilliant Stars at like 450 or 500. You are buying time and matureness, and it has already marinated to a way it is safe. And for starters, Brilliant Stars has a fantastic trainer gallery on top of it. I'm gonna try to, I honestly, I'm like debating in my head that I need to just move all of my prismatic, all of my just random things that I have back into Sword and Shield. I'm like that close. What is that's a crazy way to say that. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Now we're just doing more morning talks with Pokemon. If you want to hop on a bike and dial in with me, come on in. Come on in. No, so, because right now, I even saw, guys, do you know even the Rudy from Alpha Investments made a great video yesterday about the classic trading card game, right? That giant, big black box that everyone has been making fun of forever. I myself wanted to get one. I actually wanted to get two, but at that time, I was saving to buy my new house, saving to get more things for the baby. But now, that box that we've memed on has skyrocketed to $420. Take that in. So a box that was everywhere, no one wanted. Sam's Club, it didn't sell it on Sam's Club. And this is exactly the same time in 2000, Was it 2023? Yeah, it came out in 2023. Everyone anticipated that product to be the number one big thing. But now it's creeping up finally. It's finally creeping up to where it is $400. And the Charizard in there, the Charizard in that giant box, if you get a PSA 10, it's around $700. Now, I'm telling you right now, folks, I think that is a move. I think a move is to grab one of those, get the cards out, and then grade them. I think it's one of the greatest. I honestly have been saying this, not vocally because it hasn't been in the news. Just like that little promo in the big black box. You can do so much with it. You have the classic Articuno. You have classic Scyther in there. You have Gyarados. You have Lieutenant Surge's Rattata and Lieutenant Surge's Raticate. There's so much stuff in there that you can just send off to grading and just make your make your money back and more. So I think what I'm going to do, it's kind of silly, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to grab two. I'm going to try to grab two of those. I think that's going to be my next big move, big purchase. Or I'm going to try to go to Mega Evolutions, start acquiring some booster boxes. It's just what I've been doing is I've been buying premium products. That's what I've been focusing on, is premium products. And like, I'm not trying to focus on clutter. I'm not collecting tech stickers or ETBs or things that are just going to take up space. I'm trying to get those premium products. I trade a lot of my clutter into getting Evolving Skies. Like, I trade my Destined Rivals ETBs and PC ETBs, and which people can call me crazy, right? But I believe a booster box of Evolving Skies is going to be way better than a regular ETB of Destined Rivals. It's a no-brainer. Because everyone in Scarlet and Violet have just been trying to hit that fast forward button and trying to acquire that quick flip. The Scarlet and Violet has been tainted with the quick flip. And I believe it's going to be the most heavily... Hey, how you doing? What's up, brother? Yeah, I'm just like talking about how Scarlet and Violet is just going to be the most memed on era. It is just like, there's just been so much negativity around this era. Even with Sword and Shield, with COVID, right? With Champion's Path and everything. This is, okay, like, think of it this way. How we feel towards Champion's Path, Shiny Fates, Vivid Voltage, right? This is where we are right now and how we feel about those sets. We are probably going to feel the same exact way. We're probably going to feel the same exact way about how this generation right now, in the next 2 to 3 years. I'm telling you right now, most people are not going to fight over getting Prismatic, because there's going to be a brand new set that's going to just blow everything out of the water. We got our Rayquaza set. Emerald Skies coming out. Emeralda or something like that. Emerald Skies at the end of this year. Take that into account, right? That's going to be a Gen 3 focus set. Scarlet and Violet cannot even hold a flame. 2, Generation 3. I agree, there's always going to be a better set coming. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you. There's always going to be a better set coming. And Pokemon, each and every single time, is going to try to outdo themselves. Like, I've mentioned this so many times over and over again, and people are not focusing on what's going to come. They're so hyper-focused. They're like, there's always going to, like, we have put on these blinders to Ascended Heroes and to Destined Rivals. And it's just like, that's it. I'm only going for that. The secret sauce is out. I can only pick up these sets and be satisfied. Folks, golly. So much more potential is out there. More growth. Why are you fighting for stuff? Why are you trying to fight the crowd? There's so much to pick up. I mean, for crying out loud, that Classics collection. Pokemon Classics collection. Grab that for $400. Get all the cards, grade them. Make a couple thousands of dollars. And by the time those cards come back graded, Classic collection will probably be up even more. Like I'm like, in my eyes, I'm probably just going to get one and open one. Keep one, open one. That's kind of like my thing. I think that would be a great thing for a great move. A great hidden move. You guys are getting the TLDR of some moves. And you don't even have a paywall, folks. I don't even have a paywall. Bon, are you still in here? Because like Bon, I am just like appalled with this. That's how you dial in. I feel like what I'm going to try to do weekly is dial in moments where we can actually just, get yourself an exercise bike. Go to the gym. You will see me on here, and we will dial in together, where I can be your personal entertainment while we destroy our legs. No, but Bon, I can't get over the fact that the gatekeeping in the community, like you have to pay me to understand this play. I don't want to say my play because this and that, and you have to pay me. It's like, no. Pokemon is so simple. Pokemon is so simple. Get the set that drops. Hold. Like Shroud of Fable's dropping right now. And people already are like saying that Shroud of Fable is now a play. And, well, people are money hungry, Bond, because we are in an era of debt. Not just talking about Pokemon, I'm talking about in general. Like, with the economy right now, people are not making enough money. Yeah, people are not making enough money with your just regular jobs. So they know, it's like, hey, if I get these things that drop once a week, I can get an extra $100, $200. And so we just have so many people in this hobby that are hurting, who are just trying to make it by. So, and that's why when I go to like card shows, I'm just seeing some of these vendors who are just like, you can tell, you can see when you see a new vendor, and you're just like looking at them, and you're like, just see ultra modern. All these hits, they're claiming that I'm just trying to be an entrepreneur. It's like, dude, we all know that you got all these hits from Target and Walmart Plus. That's if I haven't seen a warning sign, is when you start seeing Walmart Plus and Target Plus. Big corporations are just playing everybody. They're playing everybody. And you know, like you guys can also argue that it's like, oh, well, you're sitting on the sideline and I haven't seen you get anything. Man, I've been picking up Evolving Skies. I've been saving my money for some big stuff, premium items. I mean, you guys can like, you guys can take the crumbs. I'm going for the stuff that people are gonna want in the future. No one's gonna want Kangaskhan premium collection boxes. No one's gonna want Cynthia's Garchomp boxes. They're gonna want displays. They're gonna want, and not just like, and that's another thing too. People are just grabbing the booster bundles. Like the booster bundles are made for opening. If I get a booster bundle, I'm opening that crap. I'm not reselling it. And people can also claim that it's like, well, how do you call yourself an investor if you're opening up packs? Because I enjoy the hobby. I love the hobby. I open up packs to my daughter. As you guys can see, my daughter loves to open up packs. Especially with the PCETB. Also, fun fact, guys, I did get another PCETB to replace the Fallen Soldier. What I did is I traded a Blooming Waters and a Sea and Sky. And I just traded all the hits from that ETB. I kept the ones that were more in the lines of 10s. Let's see. Yeah, open the bundles you find. Enjoy the freaking hobby. Golly. I was like almost like debating to open up the Crown Zenith tins that I have. But my daughter opened up one and I hit the Mewtwo. So I'm going to trade that Mewtwo. And those Crown Zenith tins. And I also got a Final Fantasy collector booster pack. And that's how I'm going to get my classic collection. Right there. Boom. $400. And then I'm going to open that classic collection and send all the cards to grading. That's how you make moves, folks. That's how you freaking make moves. I'm not playing around with this clutter. And people, but just, there's just so much I want to teach people. And you know, Bon, like we are smaller content creators. We got a ways to go. We got to pay our dues. It's a trading card game. Making trades is the best way to get things you really want. Amen. Man, I've gotten my Evolving Skies by trading. I never thought in my life I would acquire Evolving Skies. But you know what? I dedicated my time and my effort, and I got my Evolving Skies. I got 6. And I didn't break the bank. Like, you just gotta just Find the way where you can operate. Set goals, set a budget. Now, granted, like I have a great career, pays good, but I also got there because I worked hard to get that career. I can't, and most people who are in this hobby right now, they're utilizing debt. Like, what happens, folks? What happens when Pokemon catches up? What happens? Like, and that's like going to be it is going to be the great race to the end. And it's going to be glorious, but it's also going to be a bloodbath, right? Most of these people vending right now will just say, hey, I'm selling everything. Here's my collector app. I've been seeing more of those posts on Facebook than I've been seeing any Sword and Shield posts. I'm not seeing any Sword and Shield posts. I'm not seeing any Sun and Moon posts because I don't think people own Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. It's all Ascended Heroes. It's all Destiny Rivals. No one is caring about the alt arts, even though alt arts are like one of the greatest modern grails in the last 10 to 15 years. I know people can say, well, what about the Lovebirds? There's more iconic cards in Sword and Shield than the past 15 years. Let that sink in. Sword and Shield has more iconic cards than the last 15 years. Moonbryon, Rayquaza, Arceus, Giratina. We have Lugia. We have all Eevee's VMAX. We have Eevee's V. We got Sleepy T-Tar. We have nicknames for every single one of these things. Right? Oh my gosh. Get yourself the sets that we have connections with. Battle Styles is not a bad set to get in. I opened up Battle Styles and I pulled the Urshifu Rapid Strike and it looks beautiful. I know you can meme on me with that, but Battle Styles is a better play than Destiny Rivals right now. Weird to say, but having Battle Styles so low, you can get a case, I think, for Battle Styles for $1,800. $1,800 for Battle Styles. Would you rather have a case of Battle Styles or 2 boxes of Destiny Rivals? What's going to be better? Like, genuine question. I know people can be like, well, Destiny Rivals is the greatest set out of Scarlet and Violet. It is the next Evolving Skies. It's not the next Evolving Skies. It's not. It just, Evolving Skies is Evolving Skies. Like, I love it how everyone compares Scarlet and Violet to Sword and Shield. Like, because it's not. But since everyone knows the secret sauce of holding product, I just feel like that's why we are at right now, because people saw that, like, oh, Evolving Skies was 2021. If you hold it for 5 years, it goes to 2000. But that's because it marinated with, like, actual time. Destiny Rivals, we We got for the next 2 to 3 years, baby. Ascended Heroes, 2 to 3 years. Phantasmal Flames, it's going to be another Darkness Ablaze. Even though the Charizard's beautiful in there, but people said the same thing about the Shiny Fates Charizard. It's beautiful. It's a great freaking card. A VMAX Charizard looks awesome. In my opinion, it looks better than the Hidden Fates Charizard. Come at me. So we are going to, and with all that said, with 2 to 3 years, right? Guess what's happening at the end of this year? The printing facility is going to be up and running. It's already running right now. People claim that it's running because it's printing out the bundles and everything. No. They are printing base set for Generation 10 right now. They're printing. I think they've already printed Ninja Spinner. They are printing right now. The next, probably, they are still probably printing 30th anniversary. Yep, and that's what I was going to get to next, Spawn. Now, even with that right there, with the printing facility, Pokemon doubled down and say, we're going to buy the distribution. They are going to be in charge of printing and delivery. No more of this third party stuff where people are like, well, we're going to hold stuff in the back and we're only going to give you a small portion. But this is the real amount, folks. Trust me, I'm your distributor. No more of that. Pokemon's like, nope, here's the product and you're going to distribute and you're going to get this. Hey, Woodland, what's up? This is what's happening, folks. This is what Pokemon is doing. Pokemon does care about money, right? It is a money-making machine. It's one of the highest IPs in the world. So when people say like, well, Pokemon really wants to keep this this thing going with this hype, right? No. Guess what Pokemon says? We don't freaking care. We'll print everything we can, and we will print more because we know for a fact it's gonna sell. It's always gonna sell. That's a very scary thought, folks, that people don't understand. People are like, oh, well, if it prints, it's just going to sit there. Blah, blah, blah. No. People thought the same thing about Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike was $75 and $80 for a booster box. I didn't even want Fusion Strike, and now it's $1,000. Let that sink in. Because it will happen. It will be bought out. If it's in 2 or 3 years, Pokemon's like, we know we're going to get our money back at market price or higher. They know. Just enjoying an amazingly hair, man, on our what? You're crazy, man. But that's what I'm saying. So when people claim that Pokemon printing to the ground is going to ruin their company, it's not. They are such a powerhouse, so they can have as much product out there as they want. Just right now, they didn't anticipate the market to be the way it is, so they were going to be like, okay, we're gonna print to demand and then more, and we're just gonna keep this as the norm. Don't yuck my yum. I ain't yucking nothing. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. We've been going on the bike for over like 35 minutes. My legs are like jello, I think. Let's see. I burnt over 250 calories, which is great. All right, we're just gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep it going. Yeah, Pokemon can say hold my beer. I generally feel like when people say like, when people say Pokemon can't, that's like a giant warning sign. That's the warning sign people don't realize. And gosh, sorry, this is like driving me nuts. That's resting on this. Oh my goodness. I gotta fix this. There we go. Hey, no, well, the funny thing is with that, so people, like people have been commenting saying like, oh, you are so pissed. This is just copium. Like, okay, so genuine reaction, right? In the car, I'm driving to another part of my job, so I have to travel here and there. And, when I got the text message saying like, oh, is your wife, and I will get to that, Woodland. Is Celebration's a good set? And I was like, oh no. Like my heart sank. I genuinely was sad. And then when she showed me the PC ETB ripped open, I was defeated, right? And, but then when I saw the look on my daughter's face, and she's like, look, Dad, Pokemon. It just like, it was like that smack to reality that I needed. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then me and my wife looked at each other on the FaceTime. We just started laughing. And you know what? It actually this change in my heart was like, I was so excited to get home because then I was going to rip those packs open with my daughter. I had the feeling of what I remember the hobby was back in 2023, 22, right? Yeah, like it was a roller coaster of emotions, right? There's still a bit of me that's like, you could have just ripped open the regular ETB. Why didn't you rip open the regular ETB? But yeah, but I have never in my life have opened a Pokemon Center celebration. I've opened up celebrations packs, but I've never opened Celebrations product. And now I can say I've opened up a part of history. I got to open up a part of history that people got a chance to, rip quite a bit, right? Because back around that time, people were just ripping everything, right? It was all about the singles market. And I pulled a Venusaur, right? So the Venusaur was very right heavy. So I traded all the hits in there. I kept actually a couple of the hits in there for grading. I kept the Forest Pikachu. I kept the Greninja. And I think I kept a couple of the Mews. for grading. But that was just it. Like but the Greninja was really freaking clean, so I'm gonna send that in. But I'm gonna actually probably wait to send my stuff in for grading, because like it is PSA, man. It's like I can't. It's $20 per card. $20 per card. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to gather some Mega Evolutions. I'm planning to get the TCG collection box. So, made a day with your daughter. Yeah, and it made some great content and made some, I made some great friends. Hopefully, Brandon, you're still in here. Bond, you're still in here. Woodland, you're still in here. Guys, if you're in here for the first time, it's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name's PokeGator, and where I do fitness and Pokemon. I talk about, you know, my personal life with fitness. I used to be a bodybuilder. I gained over 100 pounds, and now I'm getting back to my original bodybuilding size and weight, and doing it right this time. I'm doing it right. I think this is the first time in 5 years I've been under 210 pounds. Yo, Keon, how you doing? We're talking about Pokemon and we're just freaking on a bike. So come on down and join the Gator Gang. And here's the other thing too. If we hit over 1,000 subscribers here, I'm gonna actually make some hats for you guys, so we can all dial in. Keon, hopefully I'm saying that right. How you freaking doing, man? How you freaking doing? We are ranting about what's gonna happen next with Pokemon, and we always dial in. Yeah, Bond, I'll send you the concept art for it. It looks really freaking cool. It will have dial in right here, and it'll have Gator Gang right here with the Feraligatr. It's gonna look sick. It's gonna be this style too. It's gonna be this exact style. What's the time for you? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm at 41 minutes. I try to go for at least an hour on here. Yeah, after I discovered these hats, game over, right? But fun fact about me, I actually used to be a CEO of a clothing brand. So I have hands and cookie jars. I have some hands and cookie jars to get me some really cool apparel. But at the same time, I'm actually been helping some of the other PokeTubers, you know, start their apparel lines and whatnot. So I'm starting to make a name for myself with branding and marketing. You found your Psyduck? Let's freaking go! Oh my gosh, wait, Keon, I actually remember you. You have stopped by my channel. You talked about Psyduck. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Oh my gosh, Keon, how's it been? No, but Gator merch. I feel like I need to. Here's the thing. Like, I believe in myself, right? I feel like Gator merch will come when we get some more things going, right? I need to, you know, work all the time. I need to work on content. I need to grow the channel. And I think, because like when you get Gator merch, it's like I have to spend about like $1,500 to get everything, to get all the, because I have to meet numbers. It's like it's just like distribution with Pokemon, right? they're gonna ask for a minimum, and I have to buy it, and I have to get the sewing, and I have to get the shipping and all that stuff, and I have to figure out how I'm gonna ship out, right? So it's just like I need to figure out a way to do it. And I feel like once this channel hits around like 4,000, 5,000, I think that's when I'm gonna do it. But I know the next big thing, I'm actually gonna get a tattoo of For Alligator right here. I feel like, what would be a realistic thing to challenge the community? It's like, hey, should I say like if I get 5,000 subscribers, or, no, I feel like that's like selfish, you know what I mean? I wanna say like a realistic number, say, hey, if we get to this amount of subscribers, by this time I will get a For Alligator tattoo and I'll live stream it. I think that would be sick. Well, hell yeah, Keon. I'm so glad you found your side duck. Oh, goodness gracious, okay. I think my legs are jello. That was a fantastic talk, folks. Oh, goodness gracious. That was a good ramble. We rambled for quite a bit. So, kind of give you guys some news. So, we are about to have our daughter this week, or like this week. So I'm gonna be preparing for that. So I'll be trying to put out some content. There'll be late content. I'm gonna try to put out content, at least 2 to 3 videos a week, and do some live streams. But honestly, guys, I really couldn't do it without all of you guys. Bond, Keon, yeah. Dad gang, baby. Yeah, Keon, my daughter opened up a PC ETB in my last video. You should go check it out. It's so funny. Yeah, folks, like I'm super excited about this channel and where it's going to go. And I have a lot of big names backing me up. PokePlumber's been a really big help. Opossum Bud's been reaching out to me. Mimic Brew's been reaching out to me. DJ Poke Center has been reaching out to Henry. Is a really cool guy. Ice PTSD is also a great person. Team Rocket Joey's been helping me out. There's some bigger names. Strawberry Pokemon has been reaching out to me too. Like I'm making some good friends and good names for myself, and all we can do right now is just keep this train moving and dial in all the time. I feel like if we can get people to dial in and get people on a healthy mindset versus just cardboard, that's my goal, right? If we can change this community for the best and get people working out and talking about Pokemon, I think I did my job, right? I think I did my job. Okay, folks, it's been a pleasure. I'm the PokeGator. If you haven't stopped by this channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you part of this Gator gang, and we can get things moving and grooving. Folks, don't forget to dial in today and have a fantastic Sunday. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.